A month into the launch of Arc Raiders, a lot of us have all of our workbenches maxed out and we're ready to go. But what do you even do? What's next? How do you continue your hunt to become the best Arc Raider? I've been asking myself that same thing over the past few days, and I've compiled a list of things that have continued my Raider's progress, giving me more items to craft, more gameplay interactions to look forward to, and overall just strengthening my character. So today on Game Rant, let's look at what to do after you've fully upgraded your workbenches. The first and most obvious thing to continue on is something that a lot of players, myself included, are a bit hesitant about, and that's the expedition. Expeditions are Arc Raiders' form of wipes. Completing the expedition will clear out your entire inventory and reset your skill tree. It's optional and requires a ton of items, but if you do it, there is the promise of cosmetic rewards and upgrades. Right now, we aren't sure what those upgrades are, but all in all, the expedition promises a way to re-experience the early game, to re-upgrade your workbench, to re-level your raider, and to retool your entire stash. Some players are really excited about this opportunity, and some view it as a pointless setback. Regardless, it's a key feature of the game, and we aren't fully sure of all the elements that it'll open up. But if you've finished everything else, this is absolutely the next thing to start on, and the game is definitely pushing players in that direction. You also won't be able to fully complete it until a set time, as the expedition departure window is currently set for December 15th through the 20th. That makes right now the best time to prepare your expedition, even if you decide to not go through with it. Okay, next, and very obviously, quests. There are a lot of quests in this game, and players have a tendency to completely ignore them. But quests give great rewards, from grenades to weapons to gadgets to blueprints. They're absolutely worth doing, and most of them are pretty easy. The main draw of quests for me, though, is that it opens up the map. In doing these quests, I've found a lot of my favorite hidden areas, as they take you to places you might otherwise have never have gone to, showing me great loot spots that are a bit off the beaten path. They're also kind of a globe-trotting tour, taking you through each map, showing you the sights and giving you wonderful viewpoints. All that, and they unlock cutscenes, giving you backstory for what's going on in Speranza and on the surface. This helps you understand the characters and the world around you a lot better, and all in all, these quests are a worthwhile adventure. But now something a little less cut and dry: blueprint hunting. This is the big objective after you've upgraded your workbenches, something to craft in those workbenches, as without blueprints for blue, purple, and gold rarity items, there'd be no point in having these bench upgrades. Some blueprints are really easy to find, as a lot of us have the wolf pack and the patina, but others are a battle, and it's genuinely a huge adrenaline kick when you find one you've been looking for. A lot of the augments and high rarity guns, such as the Looting Mark III Survivor and the Venator blueprints, can genuinely change the entire game, making you a force to be reckoned with. I find the best ways to get blueprints are in locked rooms, in surveyors, and in security breach lockers. Surveyors are an especially good target now, as they're much easier to take out, making the act of getting blueprints from them one of the easiest in the game. Obviously, the hardest is security breach lockers, as that requires you to be level 35 in the looting column of your skill tree. Speaking of the skill tree, it is something that many players will turn to after finishing their workbenches, and it takes a long time to complete, with the max level in the game being 75. It's hard to know where to go with your skill tree. My personal preference is the red side, as it does give you the ability to get security breach and offers up enhanced looting, but building stamina and speed in the green tree can also be a huge asset. All in all, it depends on your personal playstyle. Are you a combat-oriented player or a looting-oriented player? Regardless, the fastest way to level up this skill tree is by purely looting. Looting gives a ton of XP, way more than any other activity in the game. No matter what object you're looting, you get at least 200 XP per search, so looting things that you don't have to breach, simple objects, can net a ton of XP really quickly. This is great in areas like Buried City, where you can go through buildings and hit a ton of objects. It also doesn't matter if they've already been searched, so make sure to open every cabinet even if you know there's nothing in it. It's not glamorous, but you'll level up really fast this way. The final thing that you need to keep on top of after you finish upgrading your workbenches are trials. Trials are weekly objectives given to you by the game. This week it's damaging hornets, delivering carryables, damaging rocketeers, leapers, or bastions, destroying pops, or opening arc probes. Each of these gives you an amount of score that pushes you up the leaderboard. Your placement on that leaderboard determines if you will level up to the next rank or not. These objectives cycle every week, so they offer a fun variety, often pushing you towards PvE combat. Also, Also, just getting stars from higher scores can net you rewards. 1 star with some green rewards, 2 stars with green and blue rewards, and 3 stars can even net you blueprints. All that means that trials are absolutely worth doing, whether it's for the cosmetics you get for ranking up or the items you get from stars. So hopefully I could give you some tasks that you might have been overlooking, some ways to keep your journey going, ways to improve further. There's a lot to do in Arc Raiders, but the most important thing you can do is have fun. So good luck out there, Raider, and if you want to check out reviews, news, and features, go over to GameRant.com. That's all, and thanks for watching.